All right, David, we get to jump in again and have you talk with the AFS team. And our topic today is collaboration. And it's something that I've heard you talk about before. I've heard American Fire Systems talk about it before. For AFS, what is collaboration and why is it so important for you all?
So collaboration, following the core values of our company, obviously we want to provide the best product we can for our customers. So knowing that there's people that are living in our properties that depend on our systems to work, we start on, and it's not even the sales end. Our sales department will get involved with these projects way early on now because they're all bigger and more involved. They've got a lot more technical side of them. Used to the systems were very, very simple, and now they're very, very intricate. And our customers, the architects, the engineers, the owners, they all need that guidance up front. So our sales team will get involved with them and help them towards the design of the proper product. And once we get that product kind of nailed down, then our sales team will actually generate numbers for cost for that customer. And then they put their budgets together, they come back and they give us the job, award us the job, and we have the opportunity to do more work for them. And then at that point, our sales team sits down with our project management team. So there's that collaboration right there where they actually go over what did you actually sell? Make sure that you're selling, that we're going to give them what we sold them. And they go through it. We call it a scope meeting. At that point, it turns over to the project management team. Project manager turns around and sits down with the designer assigned to the job and does the exact same thing. Then when you sit down with that project manager and design team, then they actually go through and they try to make sure that they're going to design it to design the right product for what we sold that is actually code compliant and everything fits where it's supposed to. And then when they do that, then our project management team, they coordinate with the general contractor or the owner, project manager with their project. So post project manager, now the project manager follows it all the way through to completion. But the project manager has a superintendent in the field. He's got a foreman on site. That foreman has fitters and helpers out there that are doing the actual installs. And then we've got an admin in the office that is there to help them with the paperwork. So while the project manager is ordering materials, we're getting the schedule, make sure we're keeping up with schedule on a job. We're making sure that we get materials ordered in time for them to install. We're making sure that we're keeping up with their schedule and we want to be able to bill as much as we can so that we actually get our labor and our materials reimbursed as quickly as we can. So the collaboration there comes from the field back to the project manager and the admin. The admin is kind of the hub of that department. Everything goes through that admin at some point. So you've got an admin in the contract department or the service department that actually handles all the paperwork, invoicing, make sure that all the payments are applied correctly, that sort of stuff. So and if there's any problem during that, if we go out there and the project, there's something that's not on our plans. Well, y'all were supposed to do this. Well, that's where the project manager is supposed to go back to the sales team and say, hey, I heard that there was a fire pump on this job. No. I've got records here that shows that they declined the fire pump because we had enough water. We didn't need that. So there's a collaboration between the project manager and sales team that follows through to completion. There's also between the field and the project management team that makes sure that the field has what they need and that the customer is kept up to date with what's going on. So there's a communication between our project management and their project management. So the collaboration revolves all the way through from the guys on the job site all the way back up to the office, and the office being the project manager. Whatever project manager is assigned to that job, they are the key project manager for the project. So they're kind of in charge of the entire project.
Yeah, listening, right? There's this huge sequential A, B, C, D, E, F all the way down, but then at some point it turns to where there's somebody kind of in the center of that spoke, if you will, or hub, and they're pinging back and forth with everybody. So collaboration, working together, communication, absolutely vital. So it also sounds like this is very very focused on the customer. You said you all are even involved a lot heavier on the front end and in making sure we don't get some of those later ripples, like you said, maybe with the architect and making sure everything's all lined up. As you're looking and saying, okay, we do it really well, what is another area that you see potential collaboration for American Fire making it even better yet? What's
So
an area or two? Yeah.
if we take that a step further, so we go out, we get involved way up early, we actually follow the job all the way through to completion. Well, then there's a step after that, that if we pass that over to our inspections team, because all of those property have to have, there's multiple different types of inspections, but they all have to have at least an annual inspection. So now there's a collaboration between our contract team and our inspections team. And then there's further collaboration between our inspections team and our service. Now, our inspections team, they do all of the small and minor deficiencies that arise as a result of the inspection. Anything outside of that inspection, then our service department comes in and they actually start working on those problems. So if there's a lightning strike between inspections, say they had their inspection in January and then we have a bad storm that moves through in May. When that storm moves through, our service department in that area, especially our low voltage, they stay hopping for a couple of weeks because lightning and these low voltage systems, they don't go well together at all. So then our service department takes over. So the collaboration of projects that we've completed so that we can do the inspections and then turn around and do the service, even if it's a job we didn't install ourselves, but our inspections team is doing the inspections out there because we've got customers that they just like us doing all of their properties, whether we install it or not. Then the collaboration between our inspections and our service department is imperative to make sure that we're capturing that service work off of that also. And then take that a step further into monitoring as well. You know, we want to try and monitor the systems so that we kind of are the first line of defense. I know that we get daily reports that our department manager, our low voltage managers actually look at. And if there's problems that come in overnight because they're not getting the right signals or something, then we can reach out. And this is where Tammy Broadway comes in so important to the company because she has a relationship with so many of these property and regional managers that she can actually reach out to them and say, hey, we saw this on the report last night. Would you like me to schedule a tech to come out? And that's kind of where a collaboration really kind of centers after the project. After we do the install, collaboration really centers around Tammy because she's that marketing, customer service, so that because we've got so many different internal pieces, our customers, if you have a problem on one of your properties, you really don't know what that problem is. So do you call David or do you call Lance? Who do you call? Well, we try to tell them, call Tammy. Then she will work with each of the individual departments and say, hey, they have some bad batteries, but they also have some painted heads. Well, that's two different departments in here internally. So alarm guy is not going to change out a sprinkler head, but a sprinkler guy is not going to change out a battery. So there is some coordination, internal coordination. And I think that's where a lot of the collaboration comes in so that she can go to those department managers, whether it's in Dallas or Houston. It's easier for her in Houston because she can walk down the hall and talk to everybody. If it's in Dallas, she can get Lance on the phone, and then that way she can, hey, this property has a battery and a sprinkler head. And then he can coordinate internally to get that scheduled.
Post-project collaboration really sounds like how American Fire really services, stays top of mind, delivers that excellent customer service, and brings in all the components that you all have. And that is one of those next iterative pieces that you all get to do to even better serve customers and have it go well internally for American Fire as well.
Agreed. And we've got such a good relationship with our property managers. Most of them, the apartment industry is small and it's a very, very close group. So it's very easy to take care of all of their properties. They want one person they can depend on. They want one vendor that just they have a trust and a confidence in. And they know that if they call Tammy, they know that she is going to get them taken care of. And they don't have to worry about waiting on a phone call from a project manager in one of the other departments. They know that she's going to go and coordinate it and get it taken care of. And that's what they want. They want to know that they're important. They want to know that their property is a priority. and they want to know that they're going to get the response and attention that they want.
Awesome. David, thank you for diving into collaboration, talking about how collaborative AFS is and how focusing on it is going to make everything stronger. Service, internal, everything that y'all do. Thanks so much.
Thank you, John.